Hello everyone, I'm going to do a little tutorial on how to make this mask, this crocheted mask, and I made it with camouflage yarn because I just happen to have a scarf that's also with these camouflage colors, and I thought it would be nice to make kind of a matching set. I'm talking about a headscarf, not a neck scarf. I wouldn't be making a neck scarf now because things are warming up. So, but I do have a headscarf that's made out of fabric, and it happens to have a camouflage pattern. So I said to myself, why don't I make a mask to coordinate with my headscarf? So this is really easy. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows, and I made it so that it's not going to stretch. um, when I get to that part, I'll explain why it's not going to stretch out of shape like crochet things tend to do. And it's very adjustable. I guess this is like medium size, but it fits snugly under your chin and snugly over your nose. And I didn't make a liner because, as I mentioned earlier, it is getting warmer. So to have 2 layers of wool over your face is going to be very uncomfortable. So what I did, I'm just using a regular Kleenex and fold it so that it fits, tuck in the corners nicely, and that does the job. It's very breathable and provides adequate protection at the same time. You got to be able to breathe in these things, otherwise you'll be miserable. So let's see, what else do I need to mention? I think I'll get started. All right, so I used this is Red Heart, and this is the sport weight camouflage. I don't know if you can see that. So it's kind of lightweight yarn. What you could also do is substitute it with cotton yarn. It should work, the pattern should work just the same if you can get a hold of cotton yarn. I think there's a brand called Sugar and Cream. They make a lot of cotton yarns, and I think they make a cotton camouflage yarn as well. Okay, so I'm using this yarn, which is, what is it? Hmm. Anyway, I'm using this yarn. Okay, and I'm using a size H hook. All right, so the base chain is chain 33. So I'm just going to go ahead and chain 33. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then the first row, we skip the first chain, which is this one, and I like to work in the little ridges. I don't work in the chains. You'll see how that works out when we get to finishing it and adding the ear loops. So I'm skipping this first one, and I'm starting with a single crochet. So that's 1 single crochet, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Make sure I go in the ridge. And then followed by 3 half double crochets. That's 1, 2, and 1 more. That's 3. Okay, now I'm going to do 16 double crochets. 2, pull out some more yarn. That's 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 11. The subsequent rows will go faster. 12. The first row is always the slowest. 13. You'll have it done in a jiffy. 14. Oh, this is moving pretty quickly. Okay, 14. And 15. And 16. Then we're going to do 3 half double crochets. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. And then 5 single crochets. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one. And that's 5. Okay, so your first row is going to be a total of 32 stitches. You've got 5 plus the 3, that's 8, and then 16, and then 5 and 3 again, so that's 32. All right, so now you're going to chain 1 and turn and do your 5 single crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you're going to do your 3 half double crochets. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. And then when you get to your double crochets, you're going to work in the back loop. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Raise up the camera a bit. Okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, and 15, and 16. All right. Now you're going to do your 3 half double crochets, but not in the back loop. So that's 1 through both the loops, 2, and 3. Did I just do a double crochet? Oh, I sure did. And as a matter of fact, all 3 of those. All right. Yeah, that happens. All right, so half double crochet, pull it through, half double crochet, pull through all 3, half double crochet. Okay, so that's 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Okay, single crochet 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, and I'm going to chain 1 and turn, and start with my single crochets again. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I'm going to do my 3 half double crochets. That's 1, 2, and 3. And now on this side, I'm going to work in the front loops for my 16 double crochets. That's going to give you the consistent ridging pattern across the front of the face. Okay. What's going to happen is each time you turn it, you're going to, when you're on the smooth side, on the side like this, you're going to work in the front loops. But when you're on the side like this, with the ridges showing, you're going to work in the back loops. So that's how you get the consistent ridging pattern. Otherwise, it'll just be like regular crochet. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, this on here. Ooh. 10, 11, 12. Oh, 4 more. 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay. So now you're going to do your 3 half double crochets under both loops. That's 1, 2, and 3. And then your 5 single crochets under both loops. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. And chain 1 and turn. And 5 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 3 half double crochets. 1, and 2, and 3. Now you're going to work in the back loops for your double crochets. So that's 1, 2. Let me turn on another light because it's kind of dark over here. See if that helps things a bit. There, yes it does. Marvelous. Alright, that's a little better. Okay. Alright, so what was I? Oh, 2. Alright. 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 9 10 11. Still working in the back loops. 12 13 14 15 and 16. Okay. All right, now we can do our 3 half double crochets. That's 1, that's 2, and 3. And then we do our 5 single crochets. Now this is under both loops for your halves and your singles. That's 3, 4, and 5. Make sure I got both of those. Okay. And chain 1 and turn 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 half double crochets, 1, 2, 3. Now 16. Remember, we're on the smooth side again, so we work in the front loops. 16 double crochets in the front loops only. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Now do your 3 half double crochets under both loops. And that's 1, 2, and 3. And then your 5 single crochets under both loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 1 and turn. See, we've got the ridge pattern. All right. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is row 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochets, 3 half double crochets, okay, now we're on the ridge side, so we work in the back loops on the double crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Let me make sure. Sometimes I move so fast. Good grief. Sorry, guys. Okay. All right. So now we do our 3 half double crochets. 2, 3, and now 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 1 and turn. 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Now we're on the smooth side, so we're going to work in the front loops for your double crochets, for your 16 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there we go, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, good grief. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. All right. Okay, now we do our 3 half double crochets under both loops. That's 1, 2, and 3. And finishing with our 5 single crochets under both loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, chain 1 and turn. And how many rows we got so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, last row. Goody. let's, we're within, so this would take about 45 minutes by the time we're done doing the straps and the edging. All right, so we chained 1 and single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we got our 3 half double crochets under both loops. 1, 2, and 3. And this is the rich side, so we work in the back loops for the single crochet, for the double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And then we do our 3 half double crochets under both loops. There's 1 and 2 and 3, and finishing with our 5 single crochets under both loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's just like the other one. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now for the ear loops, when it comes to this part, you want to just measure. You want to make some chains. Like when I first made the ear loops, I did 18, but that was a little too tight. It was really very uncomfortable. So I took it out and I changed it to 20. So I think the best way to figure, you kind of just have to try it out and just like do one side and put it over your ear and see how it feels. So for me, 20 chains work better than 18. 18 might work for you, but just try it out. So I'm just going to do the 20 just so I can demonstrate the rest of how to assemble the mask. Okay, so I'm going to chain 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And try not to, get it all twisted. Try to keep it chained straight. That's going to make a difference in how it fits comfortably. All right, so now I'm taking my hook and I'm putting it under these 2 loops. Just right up under there like that. I'm pulling it through, and now I'm going to slip stitch across the remaining loops all the way to the other side. And what that's going to do, it's going to prevent it from stretching out too much, because anybody who's crocheted knows that over time things will tend to stretch out. But when you do that that slip stitching, that's going to make it more secure and decrease the stretching. So you're going to slip stitch in the back loop all the way across. It seems a little tedious at first, but when it's done, it'll look, you know, really neat and nice, and fit nice and snugly and stay snug through wearings and washings. Hopefully we won't have to deal with this too much longer as we flatten the curve, right? Stay inside, make stuff, do videos, learn a new language, stay busy, cook, read, watch movies, crochet, make cards. So many things to do inside. I'm an introvert, so this doesn't really bother me that much. It's just all the rules and regulations about going outside. You know, gotta wear a mask and 6 feet apart. So, but you know, if it was up to me, I'd stay in the house all the time. Well, not really. I like fresh air too and sunshine. Need to exercise, things like that. So, but you know, I'm amazed at how many things I've gotten done within these past couple of weeks that I've been waiting to do. So, there's the good in everything, as they say. All right, we're almost to the other side. Now it's squeaking because with the yarn, my hands tend to perspire when it gets warm, so it makes the needle damp, and then that causes the yarn to squeak. Okay, so now when you get to the last stitch, you're going to put the hook underneath the 2 loops. You're not going to slip in the back. You're going to put it underneath the 2 loops and then pull through and then chain 20 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Now, on the other side, you're going to join it the same way. You're going to put it under the 2 loops and then slip stitch in the back of the following loops all the way across. Now, if you're going to make this for somebody, you probably want to wash it, you know, kind of sanitize it first, because you don't know if you're going to be, you know, passing. Nobody really knows right now who's got it. You know, it's kind of a lot of guesswork. So if you're going to make it for other people, you probably want to wash it up a bit, you know, because if your hands have been touching various surfaces, those surfaces might have had germs on them. So you want to wash it up, maybe give it a spritz of Lysol. That might help too, just to, you know, sanitize it a bit. Now these are just for myself, so I don't really need two, but I have two because of the demonstration. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the second one. And maybe give it to my husband, but he's got mask already. All right. But I made this to match my scarf, my head scarf, that is. It's getting really warm, too warm for scarves, for neck scarves. So, but my head scarf is made out of cloth. It's not made out of yarn, but it's camouflage. So I said, let me make a camouflage mask to match my headscarf. So we're still working in the back loops all the way across. We're almost done. You can make it larger or smaller. This is a multiple of 2 plus 1 for the single crochet. That's how you work the single crochet stitch. You got to add that extra. That's why I started with 33, because you when you skip that first chain, that puts you down to 32. All right, so now you're going to just slip under those. When you get to the last stitch, you're going to slip underneath both loops, like so. All right, and then you pull it through. And then you cut it. And then, of course, you're going to weave in the ends. I like to just use a smaller hook. Some people like to use a needle. I like to just use a smaller hook. You can use whatever you're most comfortable using. It's very neat. And you've got that extra strength, that reinforcement from the slip stitching across. Let's see. Then you just weave in those ends. And I'm going to cut that, but there you go. Very simple. Very simple. And then you just take your Kleenex, you fold it up nicely. I folded this in thirds. Yeah, that's in thirds. Flop it in there. Maybe fold over the corners a bit. And the Kleenex is, you know, because you're going to have to replace it. You know, you're going to be breathing all in it, so it's going to gather up debris and moisture. So, and there you have it. Your camouflage face mask. Okay. Hope this helps somebody out who's needing to make some masks, being that there's shortages and such. And some people even use coffee filters, or you could probably maybe use paper towel, just something in there. But anything more with this wool is, you're not going to be able to, you're going to be suffocating. So I'm not really too inclined to make a liner. Maybe with the cotton thread, You could make a liner, but you know, it's getting warmer, so you probably don't want too much stuff covering your mouth and face. That's just gonna give you difficulty in breathing, and you know, that's not the purpose of the mask, you know. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and have a safe afternoon. Bye.